Every trade you are seeing on this chart right now give me sniper entry. Look at this on my screen right now. I don't know if you can see it. Now what this did is I was able to make about almost $7,000, that's $6,800 in less than 15 minutes, in about 15 minutes, using the sniper entry method. So that's what I want to be teaching you today in this video. I'm going to use the replay feature so you can actually understand everything in detail, right? So let's use the replay feature and let's make it really quick. Now, as at this point, which is pre-London session open, for those of you who don't know what pre-London session open, these are the times of manipulations in the market, right? I don't trade at that time. I don't trade at that particular time. I only trade when the real London session open. All right, so most of you think that London session is just in the mornings for those of you in Nigeria and those of you using the GMT plus 1 time. No, it is not. There is a manipulation that occurs during the pre-London session open, right? So you just have to ignore those manipulations because they are not going to help you. All right, so at this particular point in time, we are going to 1 hour to see what price is doing. So on the 1 hour, I don't know if I should remove all of this so everyone can. I will just leave everything so that it will be clear and so that it will be very clear. So let's go ahead and use the 1 hour. So on the 1 hour time frame, we can actually see that liquidity have been built around this zone, right? So this is the cleanest level for price to come in. That's why you see I wrote there that this is a potential point of interest, right? So if price get there and give me an entry, fine, right? And I was expecting price to get here at least during the New York session, all right? But prior to that time, I'm also seeing that what price is doing, it's kind of creating a bullish leg. One of the way we can actually see that, we can see this is a bullish leg, and this leg is an extension of this particular one. Now from this zone I just marked, now price is kind of consolidating, it's just moving up and down, right? So as day traders, this is where your knowledge, your experience, and whatever you have back tested have to come in play. All right, so I was expecting price to go up, but before price should go up, I was also expecting that price should come at least to fill out this fair value gap, and that's what you see there where it says price needs to fill this fair value gap, right? So I want you to understand what I did. It's very simple, and the first thing I was able to do is please do well to smash the like button, right? So the first thing I did were, okay, I was seeing this at this point, and another rule of thumb for me is I don't trade in between the Asian session range. All right, so that's one of the things that have been keeping me going. Okay, so let's see. So at this particular point in time, I can see that price are taking the Asian low, and there are fair value gaps here that I expect that price should come and take. But will price come and take it now? Well, I don't know, except for my confirmations. There are other confirmations. I may reserve some of them for the FXTD Academy students, right? I have about not less than 4 confirmation entries, and those are boom. What you can also see is, what I can point out for you is that at this level you can see that the Asian high have been taken out. It was taken out during the pre-London session open, right? So this is the Asian. Let me mark it out so you can see. This is the Asian. That's where it starts, right? But there's what's called a pre-London session open. So that's all this move is all manipulations. I don't even bother myself to look at the chart at this particular time, right? So what now happened is, I can see that price came in to do what, to create equal lows. So look at the equal lows right there, right? So what price just did, price just created an equal lows, right? So but I wasn't expecting that, okay, I'm going to take this just like that. No, so there have to be further confirmations, right? So going to the 5 minute now, at this point I'll say, okay, so I might want to take this trade. Why? Because price are taking the Asian low in respective of where price is. And aside from that, on the hour time frame, we could see that price was already mitigating one of the other blocks that I was actually looking at. So you must ensure that you are looking at a level first if this must work out for you. All right, so as at this point, if we go to let's play this out and see. Then now as at this level, we'll go to the 1 minute time frame. Now going to the 1 minute time frame, what do we see? I have a little indicator that shows a few things, right? It is called the FXTD SMC Sniper Automation. All right, so it's a customized indicator. It's only available for my students. As at this level, on this 1 minute time frame, I'm expecting a bullish move already. Why? Because I'm already seeing a change of trend, right, in line with what I've seen already on the hour time frame. Right now, as at this point, okay, I said, all right, what I will do now is I'm going to get in. All right, so I was able to get in where price is with less than 5 pips, as you can see, 4.9 pips right there. And my target was this zone. This was my target, this second entry, because I was able to get another entry. That was not my target. My target was this level, right? So if we're to play this now, we can actually see that the indicator have given us a bullish move, right? But before it gave me this bullish move, I had already entered a position here, already running in profits already, right? But I was expecting that, okay, price should just go up, and it doesn't happen that just like that is when it comes to forex trading, right? So that's why experience comes in, and that's where you're backtesting the knowledge, the accurate knowledge. I always tell people, get the accurate knowledge. Don't just get knowledge anywhere. Get an accurate knowledge and try as much as you can to make it as simple as possible. All right, and some of my students are already doing it, and they are already doing well. All right, so now what I can see right here is I can say, okay, price wants to, because now at this point, I'm also expecting that price should come to at least to this Asian high, because that's an Asian a liquidity, and this is the liquidity that have been created for the London session. All right, so at this point in time, I'm still expecting the buys because we have now turned bullish. And if we go to the 5 minute time frame, we can see that we are totally bullish already. We are still bearish in a moment because price haven't created a swing level. But looking at this, right, that could give us this gave me one of the signals that, okay, price might want to go to the upside. Now let's play this. Now at this point in time, I already entered here. Now, to be sincere, I missed sending this signal to the FXTD VIP signal channel group, right? I failed. Not that I failed. Before I could type it on, price had already left, and I didn't want them to to enter with big stop loss, seeing that our price had already started from this zone. But at this point, I was also expecting that price should come and fill, because in between you can see that there's fair value gap here. So let's play this and see how it pans out. So we could see that price actually came and hit the take profit. You can see this first entry, that's about 1 to 5, right? And this second entry is 1 to 4. But the question is, I didn't take the full 1 to 5, okay? I only closed at 1 to 4. Right, I closed my entries at 1 to 4, and immediately I closed, price reversed. And the reason was I was expecting that price should react to this other block here. I will show you right now on the 15 minutes. And this is it on the 15 minutes. I was expecting that price should react to this. So you can see that on the 15 minute, the indicator is saying it's bearish, right? And there you are on the 15 minutes. So I was expecting that price should. So I actually took my trade, my entry, my whatever, my entries. I went out from this particular level. That's when I got out of the trades. I was also expecting that price should sell from this zone, but I wasn't so sure because I was really expecting, though I was expecting that this high should be taken out because it's actually a weak high, right? Especially seeing that liquidities have been created here as well. So reacting to this level is actually a good point, right? But I was really skeptical whether I should take this or not, but I didn't take it because I had already completed my daily target, right? So now what I see here is okay, so let's see how it spans out. So let's make it clearer right now. So on the 5 minutes, we can see that there was already a rejection here. All right, now at this point I already told my student okay, not on London, I think it was only New York, because those, sorry, not my student, those in the VIP channel, right? And okay, so there was another tag here. Now this tag I wasn't involved in it at all, right? Because like I said, I'm already out of the market. But as of this time around, I was expecting that price should react to this zone. Why? Because of the creation of the, look at the momentum it took to the downside, and this is what's called a propulsion block, right? So we've seen that price repelled it once and created liquidity in between. So this would be a reasonable place to take trades, right? This will be a reasonable place, and here will be a place to put your stops, because once it crosses that level, then price likely will go up. That's what I was thinking as at that time. All right, so let's play this and see how it goes. So as at this point, that was another trigger. I didn't enter this trade because all the trade I took today was just buy trade, and it was 2 trades and they were all in profit, and that's what you just saw on the screen right now. So I believe I also missed this one. I also missed sending this signal as well, right? Let's see. Let's go to the next phase. Now, before we go there, I want you to understand this. I've seen another possible entry, because this is a level I was really expecting, even from the London session open. I was expecting that price should come and mitigate this zone. And which zone is that? That is the 1 hour. The 1 hour level, right? You can see it right there. But unfortunately, price did not tap into it, but experience will give me an entry into this, right? So that's why experience will actually teach you a lot of things. That's why you need to have the right knowledge, the right capacity. When you have the right knowledge on what to do, then such things like this won't be a problem at all. So as at this point, I was expecting that, okay, price should go up, but this low that was not tagged, this never tagged the actual level I was waiting for. Now, but when I looked at the lower time frame, like the 1 minute, I saw a small candle that price actually respected off of that zone. So as at this point, this would have been, look at this would have been one of your entries. If you are taking trades from that level, that would have been one of your entry. And also this is a level where, okay, I say, okay, let price come, because what price just did right now is inducement, right? Created liquidity for price, like creating fuel for price to shoot to the upside. All right, so as at this point on the 1 hour, on the 1 minute, we are already bullish. You can see the indicator is already telling us we are bullish, because it all started from this zone. And look at this is a reasonable place for possible entry, right? For possible entry on the 1 minute time frame. And all this thing we see here, all these lows we are seeing here, these are liquidity. All right, so I'm going to put the dollar sign right there, right? So all these are liquidity. Price should come and take, because this is an inducement. All right, so for those that bought here and place their stop loss in between, the price will have to take their stop loss for a higher fuel to the upside. So this would have been this level here would have been the best place, is the best place to put your stops. Why? Because that's the actual swing leg. All right, so let's play this and see how it goes. All right, so as at this point we have been tagged in from this zone. Take note, not from this zone but from this zone. All right, and boom, let's go to our time frame to see how it pans out. So I was also expecting that price should go back up to this level. Right, look at where that entry is. I was expecting that price should come there instantly, like as it's pushing up. But prior to that time, I was expecting that price come on to, you know, mitigate this other block before they push up to the but that never occurred. And this was the signal that I sent to the FXTD VIP signal channel. Now, as at this level, let's go to the 1 minute. I was expecting that price, you know, come here first. This never tagged them in. This also never tagged them in. So this was the first entry that I actually sent to them for the New York entry level. Why this one is same thing, but they were never triggered on this, and I had to tell them to delete this. All right. Also, this at this point in time, when I saw the movement of price, and you can see the indicator, I've now said, okay, we are now bearish. All right, you can now see that. All right, so we can now see that price might want to go to the downside, right? But I was also expecting that price should come and tag this high at this particular time as well. Now I sent them the signal and boom, they entered, and that was it. So they were able to bank 1 2 3 out of this trade. 1 2 3 out of this trade. You can see it, 1 2 3 out of this trade. They were able to bank that out. So just 4 pips stop loss, and 1 2 3 was secured right there. So as at this point in time, I was no longer interested in this upper dimension, upper part. All right, upper entry, right? I was no longer interested, right? But fortunately, price actually went on to tag that. But at this time, I told them to delete the limit order already, because from experience, most of the time this doesn't work anymore. That's from experience. And boom, look at the tag. They were tagged in, and boom, that's what we see right here, and that's where we are currently now. You can see where price is currently, and boom. So that's exactly how I was able to make $6,000 just today in less than 15 minutes. So it's something that you can do. All you need to do is have the right knowledge, have the accurate knowledge, and have the right access to the materials. And once you have been able to give yourself to study and you understand how these things work, you will see that you will come out victorious. All right, so feel free to like the video and leave a comment below as well, and just do well to, for those of you who want to join my Forex fund, there is a 5% of discount in the video description. And also you can feel free to join any of our premium service, the FXTD Academy, or you get access to our courses.